Oh Lord, pull up in that '04, pedal to the metal, says she wanna hit the flow more.
So, remember those Hawks teams back in the 80s, with Neek and Spud and Trae and Doc and all that, old school, Right now, this franchise wants to go even beyond that. So, that's what they say. That's why they made this coaching change. They've gone from Nate McMillan to Quin Snyder. And this means we're going to talk about this. First of all, subscribe to Atlanta Sports Unlimited for the greatest coverage of Atlanta sports teams right here on this YouTube channel. And we're sponsored by Prize Picks. Wonderful fantasy game. You can pick players 2 to 5 players, various sports. Put in that promotion code right there. ASU is Atlanta Sports Unlimited. Plus the book, The Real Hank Aaron. You can get it from me and just right here. Just go to this website, www.therealhankaaron, and I will take care of you. Now, let's look at this. Let's look at this here. I mean, they got this young guy, Quin Snyder, right? Quin Snyder, compared to Nate McMillan, what? Quin Snyder's he's not all that young? Well, Quin Snyder's 56. Oh, he looks younger. Yeah. He's only 2 years younger than the guy that they fired, Nate McMillan. So much for new blood. Anyway. But 56, that means Snyder's been around a while. He's a veteran coach. He coached, 8 years, the Utah Jazz, right? And before that, he coached 7 years in college ball, Missouri. So, that's 15 years as a head coach. Yeah, what? Oh, yeah, that's right. Nate was a head coach for 19 years, all in the NBA. Yeah, okay. But in the NBA, during those 8 years in Utah, Quin Snyder had a winning percentage of 58. He won 58% of the time. And Nate's his winning percentage was 53%? That's not bad over 19 years. Oh, yeah, okay. And consider that Snyder had way more talent to work with than Nate. Well, not way more, but when you got a Donovan Mitchell and a Rudy Gobert and people like that and a Gordon Hayward, it's pretty good. Nate, Oladipo back in Indiana and Paul George for a year, and so I don't know, but interesting. But here's the thing. Here you had John Collins, one of the stars of the current Hawks team, saying that Nate McMillan was better off with a veteran team. They needed somebody good with youth, all right? And you look at Quin Snyder, and the guys I just named, those are young guys he had in Utah way back when, and he did pretty well with them. So I guess you can kind of go with that, except for one thing. The same Nate McMillan that they're trashing now, less than 2 years ago, he took him from below 500 when he became the interim head coach in March to the Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah, that Nate McMillan. He did that, okay? And anyway, the bottom line is this. Whoever they get as head coach, okay, now is Quin. And Quin Snyder's got to realize that the last 2 years, they've had 2 different coaches, all right? And both coaches were whacked because they couldn't get along with the star of the team, the face of the franchise, Trae Young. So the question is, can Trae Young, for the first time in his 4+ years in the NBA, all with the Atlanta Hawks, finally get along with a coach? And the answer is, who knows?
This is my falsetto wicked potion with the slow pour. This is my addiction, make me wanna go for more. Pale